I play the role of Wes and Alex on Power Rangers Time Force.
I believe this panel is not for Power Rangers, though. It's for No Nerds Here. Are you familiar with No Nerds Here? How many of you are familiar with No Nerds Here? A whole 5-6 people. No Nerds Here is a web series that Jason Font, myself, and Jessica Ray started filming last year. And there were some fans that were in it last year too, because we started filming at the Power Morphicon in Pasadena. And the series is due to premiere Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend. So please check it out. It's some funny stuff. I think it's some funny stuff.
What's the website? That's the website you guys
I think you just go to the No Nerds Here page. And like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, and then there's also going to be like giveaways and things like that. It's called No Nerds Here. So you know, we'll answer questions for Power Rangers and for No Nerds Here.
Sure.
All right. Word. Who has questions?
Anything. This is your chance. The over 18 panels tonight, so keep it. We'll address those later tonight.
Right here, honey. Well, that's a very interesting question. How did I feel replacing Aisha? I was a child coming from Africa. Then I grew up. But I didn't have an African accent. Did anyone catch that?
I did.
When I was on the show, I was like, I'm coming from Africa, but I don't have an accent. Something's wrong with that. They were like, no, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. I was really excited. At the time, I didn't know Karen Ashley, who played Aisha, so I didn't know why she was leaving the show. I had only heard speculation and so forth, but now we're really good friends. Actually, I'm going to her wedding and everything. She's getting married. So I was excited to have a job. So at the time, I was attending UCLA. I was a junior, and I had ended up getting the audition. I didn't know what Power Rangers was because I didn't watch much television because I was too busy studying, which you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I was excited to have a job. I did think that it was kind of odd that I didn't have an accent though. I'm just saying. Next question. Oh yeah, why don't we do that? They need a mic.
I don't know what's easier.
Susan?
Any and everything. This is your chance. We're not in Florida every day, so we're happy to be here and meet everybody. Hey, you guys want to get a line? You just want to get a line on the side?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we come up this side here?
Just jump
If
in
you
the
have a
line.
question, come over this way. Line up.
There we
You
go.
can ask your question here.
What was your favorite time as a Power Ranger?
My favorite time as a Power... You know, honestly, what's the most fulfilling part of being on a show like a franchise like this is the impact that you have on you know, kids young and old. We had kids that would come to set from the, if you're familiar with Make-A-Wish Foundation. Yeah, so what I thought was really cool is that every week that there was someone out there, unfortunately, that was part of Make-A-Wish, and we would meet kids from all over the world that would come, that wanted to meet us. So I think having an impact on young fans was what was special to me. And also, of course, we've developed a lot of very close friendships, like people like Nikki and I. So we've created a lot of very great friends over the years from the show.
I would say very similar experience. The people that I met on the show that would come visit the show, the foundations that Power Rangers sponsored, and afterward, just the fact that I've got a chance to come to conventions and meet fans. In 2009, the beginning of 2009, I didn't even know what a convention was. And I started getting emails on Facebook, Nakia, when are you going to come to the convention? And I was like, what is a convention? So it was a blessing. I mean, I only met Jason, was it last year for the first year? Yeah, I only met, and we hang out all the time now. He's come over to my house, met my husband, met my kids. He's never coming back. I'm kidding. But no, it's the long-lasting friendships that we've made through the show and then getting a chance to meet the fans.
We're working on this line thing. Let's see if we can get this mic in the middle here to work. In the meantime, we'll take another question.
This is for Wes. Was it hard to have the two lines for two characters?
You mean just playing two characters on the show?
Yeah.
You know, it was a little time consuming. What they would do is they actually had my hair highlighted for Wes, and then we would film the roles of Wes, and then I would actually be playing opposite of almost a speaker stand. And then I had to go and I had to shower, I had to put all this black stuff in my hair, change out outfits, and all production would stop because they would have to freeze the frame. So it was challenging and fun, but it was also took a lot of time because we'd have to washing that black out of the hair just to go to the next character took a lot of time, so it was fun.
I'll hold it. Gotcha. All right, this is for both of you. Like, have you ever seen like any clips from like your Super Sentai counterparts? You know, like from Super Sentai, like Oranger and Time Ranger. Have you like seen any episodes or clips from that time?
Yeah, I have. When I first got on the show, they showed us some clips of what they were doing to film a particular scene. So I have seen a couple of brief clips, not many, but I have seen some.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
I've seen a few clips. Not a whole lot. I've heard about the episodes. I've heard that they're a little bit more adult than ours was.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for both of you. Since Power Rangers is no stranger to screwing up the time-space continuum, have you ever met the Doctor? If so, which one? But yeah.
I have not.
That's good. No. Everybody got that, yeah. So.
Thank you for your question.
That was good.
My question is more geared towards Jason. When in the Power Rangers Mutant Wild Force, when Time Force went Wild Force, at the end of the second episode, did you guys actually have a party, or was that just filming for or was that just like film, just something you guys just shot for the show?
It was not actually a party. We just filmed like it was a party, but yeah, we just filmed it for the show like that. Yeah, they should have done a little something. I think we stayed after and all hung out for a bit. That was the closing shot of the day, but yeah, it was just part of the filming process. Thank you. Yep.
Hey, my question is geared more towards Jason. How did you feel?
I'm getting enough of that. Just kidding.
It's a Red Ranger thing.
Whoever's up next, get ready to.
How did you feel when you were filming the legendary episode in Forever Red?
You know what, it was, going into it, I wasn't sure what to think because there was a lot of different personalities and I hadn't met a lot of the guys, but, you know, truthfully, I couldn't have gone better. I mean, everyone was really cool. I think it's a lot of people for a minimum amount of screen time, but they made it work, and we had a great time. Forever Red was filmed in LA. We stayed out in Palmdale for the night and we all hung out that night. The legendary war in New Zealand, we were out there for 5 or 6 days. There was 10 of us that ended up going back, and we went out at night, had dinners, and all hung out. And it was cool to meet a lot of these people that I had seen from afar before. So a lot of fun. You'll enjoy the show a lot.
Thanks.
Yep.
Forever Yellow was great too. Aisha, Randy, myself, we all hung out. A lot of screen time. It was great.
My question is about, is it true because every Power Rangers defeat every monster before they reach the final boss?
Is it true that we defeat the monsters before they meet you said?
The final boss.
Yeah, I think Yeah, we always won.
Yep.
We're the winners.
I know. Do you think you always unlock new special ability and reach your next level? Always. Yep. Like I said, Power Rangers never give up and never surrender.
That's right, buddy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there we go, buddy.
I love that.
My question is, what is your favorite Ranger series?
Other than our own, right?
Other than your
I love Zeo and Turbo. You know what? To be honest, I didn't really watch any other seasons. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't. When I left the show, I was like, okay, peace. Although I did see a little bit of Samurai because I have 2 boys. My sons are 13 and 10, so I did see some of the Samurai season. So I love Zeo and Turbo.
You know, I actually went back and watched, when I first got the role, I went back and watched a couple of episodes of different seasons. I've been told, I would say the original, you know, because they first started stuff. I heard SPD had a real good season as well. So I've always heard that SPD had people seem to really like that.
I've heard Dino Thunder too. I've heard that one, that a lot of people like Dino Thunder. I haven't seen it though.
All because of Tawny.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was okay, yeah. So I would say I've heard that, and I'm friends with Brandon McLaren, so I'd say SPD was probably pretty good.
I did just want to say, Time Force is what got me into Rangers.
Excellent.
It's kind of awesome.
Thank you so much, bud. Jump! Jump!
Leverage!
Jump up, and get down.
When you guys like use the morphers, did you like use from like the toys from the Japanese series?
We used for my seasons. We did use a lot of Japanese footage, but we also had stunt guys. And the questions always asked: were we hot in the helmets? We didn't wear the helmets. The actors didn't wear the helmets. My season, but actually, the original season, Zach and Jason David Frank, Austin, St. John, they did. This is before the stunt when you know Power Rangers was just starting and everything. They didn't have like a lot of money. So they were doing a lot of their own stunts, so they had the helmets on and all of that stuff. And they were using Japanese footage and continue to use Japanese footage throughout Turbo. And do they use Japanese footage for you as well?
Yeah, parts of it, yeah.
Okay.
Now, stop one.
Yes.
Like, how did you like shoot the Megazord, like the Megazord battles? Like, did you guys like use the Megazord toys and did some special effects to it?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of green screen stuff, a lot of CGI, so computer graphics stuff.
I've heard rumors, and is there going to be a new Power Rangers reunion? Like all the Power Rangers going in one battle?
Well, I'm sure you're talking about the Legendary War.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to come out hopefully within the next year. So probably mid-2014, I'm not sure when, but that is true. We filmed that in New Zealand about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And yeah, there's going to be, 10 of us came back for what they call a Legendary War. Yep, it'll be a lot of fun.
You guys seem to have done a lot of your own like practical stunts, I guess, when you weren't morphs. What was that like? Was it, you know, did they go through and train you at all, or was it just like, here's some wires and we're gonna pull you up?
We did have training. So when I did Zeo, we didn't really fight outside the costume or do a lot of stunts. But when we went into Turbo in the Turbo movie, we went through training. And yeah, we were on wires sometimes and got to jump off a cliff. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say any kind of wire harnessing was new to me there. So anytime they did anything that involved us with our actual face, yeah, they'd wire you up a bit. It's a little bit tight, so you just just had to deal with it. But yeah, a lot of it was learning on the job for some of that stuff, for me.
All right, thank you very much.